Hey my cuties and beauties, what's up guys? So y'all, I'm so excited today because your girl got some gel polish from Amazon. I got these pretty little purples and black. It was a three-piece kit. Those are the nails that I did in my last video, so be sure to go check that out. Give me a thumbs up, tell me what you think. That's my gender reveal themed nails. But TOMICCA is the name of the brand that I bought. Now this gel polish, you guys, it was pretty cheap for the amount that I got. Even though it is just 3 polishes, I was still grateful to get something that was a true gel polish. They're not small like I'm used to seeing, like, you know, the Sensational brand. The bottles are pretty tiny. These bottles were not tiny at all. So the only thing about these, I couldn't like tell what color it was without swatching it and without making note for myself, because it just came with numbers. It didn't give like a name or anything like that. So I'm just gonna come up with my own names, honey, and we're gonna work this set and come up with a pretty design that I wanted to do and have been wanting to do for a little bit now, and it's called the 3D French nail. I'm gonna pop a picture in here somewhere so that way you guys can see what it looks like in daylight, and we'll see how I get to working these nails in a little bit. So I wanted to make sure that I swatch these colors so that way I can see how they look, because here I was trying to show y'all how they look and it really wasn't coming, you know, through on the video, because this purple right here, and the first one was more like a deep plum color. This one was like a lighter plum, but it had like shimmers in it, little glitters and stuff like that. But it was more of like fine glitters in it. And the black also, like these colors were so pigmented. Like if I was just painting a nail, one coat would do. But for what I did on the 3D French nail, I had to use a smaller brush, so of course it required 2 coats, but they were so pretty. They're so creamy, like they went on really smooth. I didn't have any issues with peeling or anything like that when I went into cure. So I'm just gonna swatch these real quick for you guys on my little makeshift swatch stick here, and we're gonna make it do what it do using what I have, and y'all will see how pretty these colors look in a minute. So that one was the plum color. I'm only doing 1 coat on these nails, you know, just to kind of show you guys what they look like and how smoothly they go on. This one is like a deeper plum, but it has those shimmers in it, which I thought was just absolutely pretty. I really like wish this camera would give off, you know, the effect that I was seeing up close. But y'all will see, really, can you see the shimmers? Look at it. Can you see it? But y'all will see, you know, or you can go back to the beginning and look at the photos then. But again, like I said, I'm gonna pop a photo in here when we get some sunlight here in Kentucky after all this rain, so that way I can show y'all the 3D effect of this nail. So stick around and watch the video so that way you guys can see. I'm probably gonna put that photo at the end so that way y'all can see the 3D effect of this nail. So this black, I know y'all can see those shimmers if you look really closely. The black was also very pigmented, and I really like the shimmers that was in it. That nail just didn't want to stay on with that wall tack, but it's okay because I used a real easy hand so that way it didn't fall off and smear up on my paper towel. But y'all can see how pigmented this black was. Like, these colors are just absolutely pretty, and they were a joy to work with. It felt like really good quality. gel polish. I've seen this brand on Amazon a lot, which is where I got this 3-piece set, and I've seen their collections that have more, you know, polishes in it. So I'm probably or definitely gonna get, you know, some polishes from them in the future, because, you know, it worked really good for me on this set. I just kind of like swatched the top, so that way in the future, whenever I get more gel polishes, because after today's, you know, set, I'm like, oh yeah, I got to get some gel polish in my kit. I'm gonna definitely want to be able to know what colors that they are, so I went ahead and swatched those. So you guys, I don't say this often, but I want y'all to know that because of, you know, me working on this practice hand, I don't want to waste my primer and dehydrator and stuff. But if you're working on a human person's hand, really, if you're working on a human being's hand, you're going to definitely need to push back the cuticle gently, you know, get all of that cuticle off of the nail plate, dehydrate and prime that nail before you go in with any product. 3 of the nails, I just did a basic application, building up the strength and the apex and the arch and everything that I needed to do. And one of them, I'm definitely, you know, going in and making sure that that nail bed is absolutely perfect and that wall is high enough, so that way when I go in to do this 3D French, I can get the effect that I'm looking for. So this is a process you're gonna see me do several times, because I'm gonna explain to y'all how to do a 3D French if you haven't seen, you know, other videos on YouTube before. But filing at that 90-degree angle and evening off that nail bed area or the surface area where you've applied product is very important when you go in with the gel polish to paint on the colors that you want for your 3D area. So I decided to go in with the black at first, which I'm thinking I probably should have put this at the tip after, you know, finishing the total application and looking at the work that came out as a result. But it's okay, because I still think that they're cute. The colors are pretty dark, but what you want to do is just get that polish against the wall. It doesn't matter if you overlap the wall a bit, but like when you're doing a French nail, you want to work the wall area first, so that way it's completely covered with product. And these colors, I'm gonna go in once with the color against the wall and a little ways down the nail, and I'm gonna cure that for 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna come back in with a second coat and working my way again against the wall first and down where I put the rest of the product on the nail and cure that set for 60 seconds before I go into applying my clear poly gel to create another wall, so that way I can get into doing the rest of the colors. So I'm just making sure that this thing is clean, because I didn't want this gel polish, because it's real gel polish, y'all. Your girl is winning, but I didn't want this gel polish curing on my practice hand, even though she be working my nerves sometimes. But just make sure that you clean up behind yourself before you go into curing. So once that's cured, and you can see it's a lot darker because it's 2 coats that I went in with, you're gonna get that clear, whether it be acrylic or poly gel or builder gel, right up against that wall again. Work the wall area and you're essentially just making another nail bed area that you're gonna go into with filing again to make sure that that wall is built up and it's nice and crisp and sharp, and in order to apply, you know, the additional colors that you're looking for. So in the past, I've done this in like a braided pattern. I've done it with pastel colors, and this was all while I was just practicing and learning how to do nails and stuff like that. And this design is very intricate, and it takes up a bit of time, but it's not a lot of time to the point that you're like, oh my gosh, when is this gonna be over? It does get bulky, so I've done this in the past where I was able to file with an e-file, and when that e-file broke, I went in and did this by hand, and I filed and filed and filed and filed and filed until I got the bulkiness down on this nail to, you know, to the point that it was just a regular nail, you know, regular consistency and thickness and width and stuff like that. But you want to keep doing the same thing over and over. Every time you go in with a layer, you can make these as thin or thick as you want to, but every time you go in, you're going to sharpen up that wall, because you're going to keep making this nail bed area until you get all the way to the tip. And you just want to sharpen that up and crisp it up, so that way everything is nice and all of the polish that you've laid is covered, so that way you can go in and cure it and then get your shaping and filing done. So like I said, see how thick this nail is, but don't worry, I'm gonna file that thing down and make it nice and beautiful. And here it is. This is after filing and shaping, and you can see the difference. It's not this thick, massive nail anymore, but that filing, you know, if I like I said, if you go overlap with the color, that filing is just gonna take it away. So don't be afraid if color gets on the top of it or anything like that. So using these buttery creamy gel polishes, like I did 2 coats on the nails because I wanted that pigment to show. I felt like 1 coat should have been good, but I absolutely like this gel polish, guys. It might be because I'm a little bit excited because I got some gel polish now, but either way, I think it worked really good. It was nice and smooth. I didn't have any issues with it. None of them came open or spilling over or anything like that. The only downside is that I had to swatch the top using this same little brush that you guys see here. I'm using to clean up before I cure this nail, but it's okay. I mean, it's not a big deal. You know, I swatched it. I'm good now. Whether it came with a color indicator or not, it's all good. I hope like these glitters are coming. Like I'm seeing it. I guess because I know that it's there, I'm seeing it. So hopefully, you know, when we get to the pictures, you know, you guys will be able to see, or you can go back to the beginning and look at it, look at the thumbnail. You guys will see that those glitter shimmers that I was talking about that's in these nails. So what I did, you guys saw me doing before I started applying the color. For some reason, I went in with base coat on top of, you know, the nail that I already filed and cleaned and stuff like that. I don't know why, but I felt like I was supposed to. So maybe I did the right thing. I don't know, but it's all good. I'm sorry about, you know, being out of frame a little bit. I don't know what happened. I don't know what the reason was, but it's all good. I get back into frame pretty soon, so don't worry. And on that 3D French nail, the only thing I'm gonna do is apply top coat to it to get it nice and shiny. And then what I did on the other nails, I wanted to see how matte top coat would work on these, because I said in the past those gel, the LA Colors ones, I was having some peeling, but the matte top coat worked really well on this nail. So I just put a line, kind of slanted line of the matte, and I used my little detailing brush to put the regular top coat on the areas that were not matte, so that way I can get this dual effect of the gel polish. It wasn't intentional for the actual look that I was going for. I was just playing with it to see how it will look with either one or the other, and I thought that it came out cute regardless. So I just rolled with it and added some bling to it, and you know, just made it look like it was supposed to be that way. But it's all good. It came out really cute from what I can see or how I feel. Y'all, you know, y'all tell me how y'all feel. Put them comments down there so that way I can read them. I like to respond to you guys whenever y'all send me messages, because I think it's just so sweet. You know, send me something crazy and it will definitely be blocked. No, I'm just joking. But it's all good. Just whatever comments you guys put in there, I like. Whether it could be constructive criticism, any kind of criticism, you know, good job, girl, whatever. It is what it is. I'll read it. I'll respond. You know, I'll take whatever comes. But I was having some trouble getting these crystals on, and I think it's my nail katana that's giving me some issues. In the past, what I had to do was just sharpen it, and it went back to working just fine. So I'm probably gonna have to do that again, or just buy new tips, because I've seen those on Amazon as well. But if you guys want to try out these polishes, I got them from Amazon. Like I said, the brand name is TOMICCA. and I really like them. I want to get some more of their colors and just play around with them and make different designs and create different arts. And I really hope that y'all, you know, like this set. The colors are pretty dark. I get that. Probably not colors I would wear on a day-to-day, but they're still pretty despite, you know, the deep richness of the color. I still like it, and I am very excited and happy to have purchased these because, like I said, the cost was right on point for some gel polishes, and I feel like I got so much more in these bottles than I would if I had bought a different brand, because you know they come in them itty bitty tiny bottles. But yeah, I'm just gonna put some bling on all of these, and I'll get back to y'all in a minute. So guys, I'm really liking how I'm able to maneuver this practice hand. Y'all saw in my last video that it broke off, and I'm really happy about that. I really am. I'm liking the flexibility that I'm having with moving this hand around and doing what I need to do. It's just less stressful than when it was attached to the arm. So, you know, if your practice hand broke off like mine, it is what it is. Just enjoy it, because I'm pretty sure you could feel the pain that I was going through with having to keep maneuvering this arm to get the hand in frame and get the hand to do what I wanted it to do and stuff like that. I know my husband said he'll fix it for me, but at this point I don't even care. I'm good with it being just the way it is. So I hope everyone is okay. I hope everyone is doing well and maintaining and sustaining during these times that we're in. You know, I just pray that everyone just gets to love on their family a little bit more and, you know, develop new memories with your family while we're all stuck in the same house together. I know for one, I am definitely enjoying being at home and being with my kids and having, you know, some fun with them, creating nails and, you know, doing all the things that I like to do but could never really find time to do it. So I just wanted to like put this little clip in here and just show the different, you know, colors by themselves and that 3D effect. Like you can see it just a bit here, but like I said, I definitely want to get a picture with the sun in here so y'all can see it. But I wanted to showcase each nail so y'all can see the different colors. You saw the glitters in those two purples and then that plum color, how beautiful that was. So guys, thank you as always for watching, and I'll most definitely talk to you in my next one. Bye.